everybody! Welcome to the stream. I'm just throwing this up because we're gonna need it tonight, apparently. So say hello to my wonderful internet service provider. Oh my gosh! And we're getting rated. Also, volume. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Hello, Xanderific. Welcome to the Rogues Gallery, everybody. Fanarays, it's good to see you, and I hope that you had a wonderful stream. I believe it was it Witcher? I don't honestly remember. But I hope you had a great stream. It is great to see you. Oh no, Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song. I was like, what were you playing tonight? I don't remember. So far, since I went live, I've dropped 4,000 frames. So I'm hoping that this is a sign, because previous streams I've started out rock steady and then was extremely variable. So I'm hoping tonight is we start out wobbly and we straighten out, or, well, I don't want to straighten out because I don't ever go straight, but we steady out. That's the thing. Internet service preventer. Indeed, that is it. Also, new hat, because, oh my god, it is like the best show ever. I was looking at the Star Trek store, the Star Trek shop online, and I was looking at their Pride merch, but then I had to buy a Strange New Worlds hat. So, I am loving Strange New Worlds. I can't, sadly, do any spoilers about it because our people over in Britain have not had a chance to see it yet, and so until it comes out there, no spoilers. But it's really, really good. And then, I thought this hat would be appropriate for tonight because we are going to return to Star Trek Online tonight. We made a character last week. We started the new tutorial for Federation character. Sige1985, thank you so much for the follow. And the yeah, I don't know who all doesn't have it yet. I know Britain doesn't have it, but I know like places outside the US don't have it yet. So I don't want to spoil it, but I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, we created a character last week. We started the brand new wonderful tutorial because it's new and it's really good. We got into the weapons locker and we couldn't get out because it wouldn't update the quest, and therefore we couldn't get out the door. I discovered that all I needed to do was actually completely close the application and reopen it. So, we'll pick up there. But yeah, I hope that everybody is having a good Monday. If you're new here, I'm Rogan, and this is my channel, Rogan27, and I stream a variety of things. We just did Wildermyth on Mondays, and then I decided I was going to do a little bit of filler of Star Trek Online before we start the next one that was spun on the wheel, the wheel, which is going to be Psychonauts. We're going to do Psychonauts on Monday nights. But I wanted to do Star Trek Online because I love Star Trek Online and I wanted to play it. And then on Wednesdays, I do archive stuff. Saturdays, I play really old games, currently doing Ultima 5. And on Sundays, I've been playing through my very first ever playthrough of Mass Effect. We just finished the main storyline for Mass Effect 2, and we're going to do a rival this coming Sunday. Yeah, Shadows of Life, Abyssal, lurk all you want to. It's great to have you all popping in. There were so many names, I don't even know who's here, but it is great having you all joining me tonight. So yeah, the plan is some Star Trek Online, and incidentally, this is not the only new hat that I got. I got two Star Trek hats from the Star Trek Online shop. Well, not the Star Trek Online shop, from the Star Trek shop online. Important distinction today. Oh my gosh. Another raid. Welcome in. Hello, Priority One. And Priority One, you were just playing Star Trek Online. Welcome to the stream. It is great to have you here. Hopefully you were really enjoying Star Trek Online. Yeah, welcome. I am Rogan. This is the Rogues Gallery, and I do a variety of things, and tonight we're going to be popping into Star Trek Online. We created a character last week, started the tutorial, had a little bit of an error in the game, and so we're going to finish the brand new tutorial tonight because it's really, really good. Oh, Orangitis, you know who Priority One is. I'm not familiar, but I will definitely have to check out Priority One. It's a great username, and I mean, if they play Star Trek Online, I will probably enjoy them. So, so welcome in, everybody. It is great to have you here. We are going to be popping over to the game screen very shortly. And just so you know, I have an internet service preventer. This is our wonderful graphic that one of my community, Hannah, made, which is my internet service preventer's logo in a dumpster fire. So if there are some buffering issues or, you know, the stream drops out, don't panic. The mods will throw a black alert into chat to let me know so that I can reinitialize and we can get up and running again because there is noise on the line somewhere beyond my neighborhood, according to the text from my ISP. And they've never fixed it. So I do the best I can. Priority One is an STO fleet, and they're awesome. Great! It's great to have you all here. The finest organic expansion. Coffee. I was like, for finest organic suspension ever devised. Yeah, I mean, coffee is pretty awesome. So yes, there is an example of the black alert, which the way the internet is bouncing around, according to my my kilobits per second, we're likely going to see at some point tonight. Although we've only come close to dropping out, it looks like twice so far since I went live. I don't know. It's completely unpredictable. Usually there's not huge issues, but just a warning that that is a thing that happens, and we just we laugh about it as much as we can. All right, I'm going to pop the game open, and technically I already have the game open. I just need to switch scenes. And oh gosh. You're right, we don't have an STO command. We should make, rather than mystery command, Elixia and Portico, rather than using the mystery command, STO should just get its own one because we're going to be returning to it fairly regularly. Between every Monday game, we're going to stop off in Star Trek Online. All right, I'm going to see about getting some sound going and switching to the proper screen. Oh! It would help if I set the game capture to the right game. Hyper Hydra, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. Right now, I'm not seeing... Ah, there we go, of course. I forgot. STO doesn't do sound when you're clicked out of the game, and this is a thing that I know because I play the game a lot, but yet... so hopefully you all can hear the game sound now. Hi, Puddleglum! It's good to see you. Currently, the brand new character that we made last week that we're going to finish the new Fed tutorial on this week and then go from there. This is the character we made for stream who I don't remember what their... I know we named them Tron. Actually, I think the game named them Tron because I think we randomized it. But anyway, let's open it up. Hopefully if we have a black alert, we don't accidentally drop in. Exactly. I mean, we never know. We never know with my ISP. Yeah, Puddle's there. Woohoo! Star Trek Online, first launched in 2010, is a sci-fi MMORPG with a full universe featuring stories from the popular television shows and movies. Seek out strange new worlds and encounter a variety of alien species in one of the few games based on the iconic Star Trek franchise. Awesome! Thank you, Elixir, for throwing that together. It is an excellent chat command. All right.
Status report number 1.
This is what wasn't popping up last week, and logging out the character didn't work. Turns out what I needed to do was close the application and reopen the application. So graduation day, this is what's happened so far. We made the character. Graduation day, we gave a toast, or well, we did a combat tutorial, met ourself from the future because our character's a Delta recruit, and then gave a toast, got onto our ship as first officer, and Sphinx 76, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. And then the ship was, we responded to a distress call from, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the ship. It's the same one as the previous tutorial, and I can't recall off the top of my head what the name of the ship is. But anyway, we responded to a distress call, and turns out Borg attacked us, and we went down in the turbo lift, and we opened up the armory to get weapons for people so that we can fight off the Borg that are invading the ship, and we got stuck in the armory because this dialogue with Captain Taggart would not pop up. So we've barely started the tutorial, and we're gonna finish it today. It is such a really, really good tutorial. I love the changes they made to it. All right, about to leave the armory, sir.
Very well. We're reading Borg life signs in your area. Looks like you'll have to fight your way to the transporter room. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Prell out. Tron Prell, that is their name. All right, and oops. We did get, yes, okay, we have the phaser rifle. Just checking. Apparently we are outside. Well, that's fine. We're not stuck in the room we were stuck in before. All right, orienting myself, because I don't ever stop the tutorial in the middle. It's very weird that I stopped the tutorial in the middle. So, in the prior tutorial, previously, it was not Borg that attacked the ship, it was Klingons. I love the change to make it the Borg. They've redone the hallways, they've redone, like, the little shattered glass pattern. It's so good. Sorry, this is my go-to game. This is my, if I just need something to do, I play this game. You haven't played the new tutorial yet? You're maxed on characters.
Oh.
If you play enough that you're... I get the impression, Orangitis, that you do play quite a bit. I do think it is worth... if you ever have the funds to do so, I think it is worth doing the lifetime sub, which should get rid of your max characters, I think. You should be able to do as many characters as you want, unless I'm misremembering. Do like you make a secondary account. That is another option. Cadet Rock.
Fate worse than death. I'll get back to manning the transporters.
I need to get to main engineering to repel more of the Borg.
That's going to be a problem. We took some hard hits in the initial salvo, and there are hull breaches in the corridor. I don't think you can make it there.
Well, can you beam me directly to engineering?
We still have main power, so yes. Yes, I think I can. Get on the transporter pad and I'll beam you there.
So this is also a change. The location of the transporter room is different. And the encounter that happens here and the fact that you beam, like, this is all new. Take magnets to repel the Borg. Indeed. It's so pretty. I love the changes. Also, some of the character changes, or the dialogues happen. Oh, I got a little rubber banding.
We are making a push to retake main engineering.
Oh, you can't even play things like Journey because there are other humans who can see your character. Star Trek Online is actually, I mean, it's primarily PvE, so you don't, there is some player versus player stuff, but you can completely ignore all of the player versus player stuff, and you can play it just as player versus the game, which is player versus environment, which is what PvE stands for. You can play Star Trek Online without spending any money whatsoever. It is entirely possible to do. They will just try and tempt you with very nice looking things that cost money.
Oh, okay. I've got an idea. I saw this in a Starfleet history sim, so I'm pretty sure it'll work. I need you to prepare the plasma coolant for emergency release.
I actually love Zarva's new voice and the dialogue they added for her. That sounds pretty risky.
Any riskier than standing around while the Borg send over more drones? I don't think so. Hurry, I do not want to be assimilated. No, thank you.
I'll prepare the coolant for release then. I don't know who's doing the ship announcements. I haven't looked to see who the voice of the ship is in here.
We need to go now. Quick, release the plasma coolant.
Time to get out of there. The starship combat is really, really good, yeah. Oh, Abyssal, I'm sorry.
It worked! Data, you mad android genius! It actually worked! I love you. Bet you're glad I was paying attention in history class that day.
I am concerned but relieved, thank you.
That plasma coolant really did a number on the Borg. He won't be coming back here anytime soon. That's good. That's very, very good.
Prelta Bridge, we've secured main engineering.
Number 1, we've got injured up here and the Borg could send a boarding party at any time. I need you back on the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Go. See to the bridge. We will secure main engineering.
To avoid humans in STO, be sure to close the chat box. Oh yeah, definitely. So when we first brought up, oh gosh, I don't remember which dialogue it is, but I can do it from the settings. So there's chat settings here, and you can uncheck all of these. You don't have to be in any of them. I always turn off zone. I don't mind having the chat there for most of the stuff, and a lot of this is just game notifications and things like that, but I always shut off zone. And then there's also, in your notification settings here, I turn off all the fly-ins, which are notifications that'll show up at the top of the screen, and I also turn off these gameplay announcements here, which prevents me from getting all of the so-and-so has opened or gotten such and such from a lockbox, and some of the more annoying ones. I just get rid of them. Too many jokes in these pockets. Trust in, yeah, I mean, I think rightly so. Internet humans can be pretty bad. All right, up to the bridge we go. Acting first officer. Uh-oh. I use the shooter interface for ground combat. I've never been able to get used to fighting in this game without the shooter interface, but it also means I don't tend to use my ground abilities terribly much.
The bridge is secure. For now. Help the others back onto their feet, number 1. We may have more unwanted guests before too long.
Aye, Captain. I do, once I actually get some decent abilities, I do end up using them, but I never use the full extent of my ground abilities because there's just too many buttons to push. So I focus on some key abilities.
Both of you. Thanks.
If I didn't use the shooter controls, I would have my mouse available and I could do the ground abilities better, but this is so much more comfortable for me.
You have my gratitude.
Absolutely, Abyssal. I was that way for a long time. STO was the first
That's
MMO
right,
that I
no.
ever played.
Looks like that phase of training paid off.
Captain, look out!
That sounds like a good strategy, Sphinx. Oh no! Captain Taggart has been injected with Borg nanoprobes and beamed off the ship.
Captain, the Borg vessel has gone to warp and left the system.
What? Why would they just leave?
Based on the amount of damage they sustained, it is logical to assume they disengaged in order to regenerate safely.
Track that ship. If we can catch them, we may be able to rescue Captain Taggart. He's been Taggarted out. Oh gosh, Elixir, I think you get points for that one.
We survived, but the captain, he trusted you to take command. All we can do now is survive.
Take your seat in the captain chair. So previously, Klingons beamed him off the ship and killed him. And then you ended up at this point in the tutorial.
All decks reporting in, sir. We took some casualties, and sickbay is full. All ship systems have taken some damage, but some are worse than others. Life support is stable, but anything else could be an issue.
Tavrel, send out a distress call.
I have been trying to get a distress call out, Captain, but something is jamming all frequencies.
Keep trying, Elisa. Oh gosh, I have never noticed that one of their names was Elisa. Keep trying, Elisa. Or Elisa, what? Oh, that's where my disconnect was. I was not reading the period. Keep trying. Elisa, what's the status of that Borg ship?
I think she took some real damage.
I always think of her
We're
as
in rough shape
Flores.
too, Captain.
Zarva, damage report.
Still running diagnostics, sir. Took us some time to get the systems back online.
What about the break-even? Hail them, Tavrel.
Hailing the break-even now, Captain.
SS break-even, this is the Starfleet vessel USS Bahala. What is your status?
No response, Captain. I suggest that we move closer for a short-range scan.
Stay sharp. We don't know if there are more Borg on that ship. All right, so now we move forward. And this is all tutorial. This is all like, we're gonna teach you how to use the controls. So there's a jazz trio and 10 forward jamming to the signal.
Full stop. I've stopped us this time, sir, but from now on, you'll be responsible for adjusting the speed of the ship.
Great, Flores, don't do it again. I did not tell you to come to full stop. You should not have stopped. Anyway, fusion or classical? No, it's acid jazz. Scan the freighter. I love that this version of the tutorial.
The ship is broadcasting its distress signal via automation. I suggest that we remotely order the break-even's computer to cease the distress signal.
I love that in this version of the tutorial, going after the captain to try and rescue him is an option, because in the previous one, the Klingons killed him. Yeah, there was a whole thing of like, they had the captain, they ordered us to surrender, he told us to fire on the position of his comm badge, because they were cloaked. They stabbed him with a diktok, and we shot the ship with torpedoes. And that was how the previous tutorial played out. I love this. Captain pun points. I used to actually have a license plate that was acid jazz. Jammers are generated fusion or antimatter. Yeah. And the break even used to be Quark's ship, and Quark was on it in the previous tutorial. And agreed, we don't want other ships coming to a possible Borg ambush. All right.
I put together a damage report, Captain, and it's not good. Level 2 diagnostic shows that almost all of the plasma injectors are damaged beyond repair.
Do you have replacements?
Not enough. Plasma injectors are made to
Not enough.
a beating, but we
Kool-Aid
have so much damage
jammers.
in main engineering. I'm installing what spares we have, but we're short 3 injectors. Without them, we can't go to war.
Any ideas?
There was a battle here recently between Starfleet and Klingon forces, and the amount of wreckage present is considerable. Despite the dangers involved, the salvage opportunities attract the crews of civilian vessels, like the Break-Even.
I think I see where you're going with this.
Logic suggests that we may discover similar opportunities for salvage here. I recommend scanning the debris field. Some of the derelicts present may contain intact plasma injectors.
Agreed. Scan the debris field at once. All right. Scan for parts.
Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles, and we should get the parts we need.
All right, let's learn about shooting things in space. Also, I love STO's soundtrack. It is so good. I should maybe advance a little bit faster so that I can actually pick up the things.
These plasma injectors will do the trick, sir. Gorgeous technology. Type R, if I had to guess. 3.7 liter flow with shielded reservoirs and a drop flow induction coil converter and...
That's good. But remember the Borg, I need you to work fast. I love the changes to Zarva.
I'll get everything installed as soon as I can, Captain. Just remember, safety comes first. After all, we don't want to blow up the minute we hit Warp 1.
Tavrel, are the comms still jammed?
Unfortunately so, Captain. We are still unable to send a distress signal.
There are no problems with tangents. This is Twitch. Talk about everything that you want to talk about. Tangents are welcome. Any ideas on what's causing this?
There are several operational Starfleet comm satellites near our position. My preliminary attempts to use them to send a distress signal were not successful. A sensor scan revealed the presence of Borg technology in each satellite, and that they are the source of the jamming signal.
Nice work. Recommendations?
Since time is a factor, the most expedient solution to the problem is the destruction of the assimilated satellites. Their elimination should allow us to send a distress signal to Starfleet Command.
Agreed. Let's make that happen. Although I should say, when I say talk about whatever you want, there are limits to that. And of course, the mods will help you with knowing when you've crossed those boundaries. I realized saying on the internet, talk about whatever you want, probably not the best phrase to utter. So thought I should clarify. Don't think it would be a problem with you specifically, but, you know.
Nice shot. 2 more jamming satellites.
Tangents? Here? I was in a jazz choir in college, so I know a little bit about jazz.
Long-range communications are operational, sir. Shall I send the distress signal?
We are already transmitting.
Captain, the Borg ship sustained damage in our encounter, and is likely to be leaking plasma until they have an opportunity to regenerate. We might be able to use that plasma to find them.
Do it. We need to find them and rescue Captain Taggart.
Understood. Fortunately, Our sensors are sufficient to the task of following the trace plasma signature.
Finally, we have an advantage.
Now enhancing the plasma trail imaging, the recolored visuals should appear on our mapping systems.
Use full impulse? What? To travel to the source of the plasma signature. Whenever I make a new character, I always play the tutorial just because I enjoy the tutorial. I think it's really good. And it frustrates me to no end that I can't go to full impulse until they tell me to use full impulse. Make it so.
It's pretty far out, sir. We should use the ship's full impulse
And
power
all
to
that
reach it.
jazz.
This will temporarily take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
Oh, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I love my life and all that jazz. Sorry, you put lyrics from Chicago in the chat. What was I supposed to do?
Multiple Borg vessels on sensors. These probes do not appear to be shielded.
Turning speed is so slow. Continue to follow the plasma trail, I suppose. Never apologize for a musical moment. You didn't put song lyrics in chat on purpose? I mean, I see song lyrics in everything, so you never know which phrase is going to connect to a Broadway musical for me.
Captain, the Borg have adapted. These vessels possess shields.
I mean, I don't understand why we were encountering Borg that didn't have shields. That seems like very rudimentary technology for the Borg and something that they should have had prior to engaging us in combat. But that said, I do I appreciate the tutorial construction of first you encounter ships that don't have shields, and then you encounter ships with shields as part of a learning process of the difference between when they're shielded and when they're not. Can someone clean up the plasma trail in this quadrant? All right. Ooh, the USS Chimera.
Incoming transmission, sir. It is from Starfleet.
Why does the quest marker look like a Green Lantern symbol? I've never actually noticed that. Those quest markers did not used to be part of the tutorial. Those type of quest markers are on newer missions where they weren't before. On screen, Tyrell.
This is Captain Nog of the USS Chimera. Do you require assistance?
Yes, sir. We were attacked by the Borg.
Pretty bold move to come this far into Federation territory. Where is Captain Taggart?
He was captured and taken to the Borg ship. They've assimilated him.
I see. And you're the acting captain?
Yes, sir, I am.
Right. Well done, Cadet. Looks like your ship is in need of repairs. Set a course for our position. Chimera out.
This is actually the perfect character to have this interaction with your captain. Because, spoilers, Nog ends up serving on a ship during the Dominion War when he's just a cadet. And so would have some understanding of, like, cadets on a ship having to take over regular positions and getting field promotions. So, like, Nog is the perfect character for this interaction. Taggart? Never heard of him. I'm in charge here. Yes, sir. All right, so we move closer to the Chimera. Yeah, I guess I don't know the Green Lantern symbol well enough, but I can sort of see it.
Another Borg sphere is attacking.
Wait, another Borg sphere? There were not spheres previously, they were just Borg probes. A sphere is a horse of a different color. Yeah, let's go. No, wrong way. Go reverse, please. It's funny how it does not want to go in reverse, but I'm like, nope, back up. This is not how I usually fight, but seemed good. Check streaming site for space cases. You were talking about space cases yesterday, and it's a show I've never seen before. I will have to give it a look.
This is Admiral James. Looks like you're having a little Borg trouble. Let's see what we can do about that.
Yes! Janeway! Kate Mulgrew! It is so nice to have her in the game now. The whole Delta Quadrant arc, she introduces the missions. It's so good. Ask her which nebula has the coffee. Yeesh. All right, I could really use Tibrell as a member of my crew now so that I can heal my shields.
The Borg have returned. We've got our work cut out for us. Cadet, where's your captain?
He was captured by the Borg, Admiral. We're in pursuit.
Assimilation isn't a fate that anyone should suffer. And I hesitate to think about what the Borg would do with a captive Starfleet captain. They must have taken him for a reason. Otherwise, they wouldn't have left without assimilating your entire crew.
The only way we'll find out is to rescue him.
Agreed. We'll do everything we can to bring your captain home, Cadet.
Admiral, we're receiving an emergency transmission. We've lost the signal, Admiral.
I don't like the sound of that at all. We need to get to the Pollux system and help the Khitomer before it's too late.
Does that include us, Admiral?
Indeed it does. I'll need all the help I can get with this situation. Consider this a field promotion, Captain. Now then, set a course to the Pollux system, best possible speed.
Field promotion!
Voyager and Chimera will rendezvous with you there. Janeway out.
So this is for taking on this mission. I'll get these rewards. Oh. Actually, that's for completing the prior mission. I get those rewards. But if we don't rescue that captain, it's likely that the entire galaxy, including my hut, will be burned down. What? Oh, gotcha. She was really good in Dragon Age. I would say my favorite of the Dragon Age games is actually Dragon Age 2. One, I wasn't, it was mostly the user interface for one that I wasn't super happy with. So they've upgraded some of my stuff. I've got Mark 1 engines now and Mark 1 phaser beam array. I've also got a new rifle that I can give to Elisa Flores, who is a tactical officer and would do well with a rifle. I have a medium hypo. I basically never end up using the things like hypo sprays and stuff myself, so I give them to my my crew and let them do them. I'm also going to go ahead and assign people to my standard away team because it doesn't do it automatically, so she can turn into a dragon. But yeah, so I enjoyed Dragon Age 2 the most. Inquisition is really good, but has what feels like a bit of filler for me. So you do the same with the hypos? Yeah. Yeah, I just... partly because I do the... go to the Pollux system. Yes. I'm feeling silly about... Oh, here's the button. I was like, where's the button? I wasn't paying enough attention. Partly because I do the shooter controls, or the shooter interface for
We've
ground.
arrived at the Pollux system, Captain. I have the Kittimer on sensors. She's taken heavy damage and is not responding to our hails. Your orders?
I try to reduce the number of things that I have to press the number keys or control and then a number key, because I'm usually using WASD to move around and aiming with my mouse, and so I just give them to the backup, and the backup can take care of it for me. Get us closer. I want to run a detailed scan. This could be another trap. Nice. Okay, actually, let's go full impulse. And cut off the full impulse. Actually, let's just stop. Or slow down much slower.
The sensors indicate several critical systems are offline, Captain, including communications. I am reading numerous life signs on board, however.
Good. There's still time to save both the ship and her surviving crew.
Something's not right here. Where are the Borg ships that attacked the Kittimer? Captain, I want you to scan those nearby gas clouds while we assist the crew of the Kittimer. Make sure they're not hiding any unwanted guests.
Understood, Admiral. We'll scan each of those gas clouds.
Sensors are having difficulty getting clear resolution through the gaseous anomalies. We will need to move in to very close range to acquire useful information.
Understood. Signal all hands to prepare for turbulence. All right. Let us go and do the scanning mission. Scan Point Alpha.
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
It's gonna be really weird for me not being a science captain. No!
This is Janeway. We're detecting some unusual gamma radiation levels near your position. We're having trouble getting a clear scan. I don't like the look of it.
The word turbulence was not a cue for my ISP to start shenanigans. I'm just double checking. We went from really, really variable to pretty steady. We did just have a dip off. I know, the timing is impeccable. It does seem like it's steadying out again, though. So, fingers crossed. All right. We have the same issue. Recommendations, Admiral. I don't get to do my science option because I'm a tactical captain this time.
Try recalibrating your multispatial sensor array. That should provide a better reading. Let me know what you find out there. That level of radiation could hide a lot of things, including the Borg.
Understood. We'll try that, Admiral. Oh. Boom.
The multispatial sensor array has been recalibrated, Captain.
They're watching! It would be nice, yeah.
Transwarp signature. It's right on top of us. The Borg.
Because they train you for these career-specific options, and then I don't know how many of them I see after like the vault. I think the vault is kind of the last time that I really see career-specific.
Us as well. Use full impulse to reach us quickly.
As soon as it lets me, I will. Okay, we're out of combat. Let me do full impulse. Assume Q is always messing with things. But which Q? For STO, it would definitely be Q Junior, but oh, it'll be time for the Lolonat Festival in a little under a month. We'll get to see Q, I think. I mean, we'll go to Risa. I don't remember if Q's involved in the summer event. I honestly don't remember. I think he is.
This is the emergency.
He is for the winter one.
I'm aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions.
Emergency medical hologram. It is Zachary Quinto. It is. This is the voice of Spock from the J.J. Abrams movies. Just the winter and anniversary events. Okay. I think you're right. I don't know. I always basically spend 100% of my time on Risa during that event, and I've never even thought about it. I know. I mean, I would love it if they had him in as his own Spock. I would love it if they did a little bit more with the Abrams verse, but I like what bits we got, and I'm glad that he's in here as a voice. EMH, give me a situation report.
The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They seem disconnected somehow. They're strange, but still quite dangerous.
Can you hold out on your own? We have problems of our own to deal with.
I am an emergency medical hologram, not a miracle worker.
And I don't have an engineering option here. Yeah, there's one JJ timeline mission, the Kelvin timeline, but it's the Abrams verse, yeah. And I like that they give you the ship, and I'm so ready for Strange New Worlds to make its way into this because I'm loving that show and I want more stuff. It's funny, I've only been playing this for a couple of years. They were doing, because I didn't have, so I first started playing it on my PS4 and then actually didn't start playing it on PC until December of 2020. But the first story when I first started playing it was when they had just added the first Discovery content with Anthony Rapp sort of headlining that story drop. That was when I first started playing this game. And before that, I honestly didn't know that it existed. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor. Bones is a Time Lord. Oh, geez. All right, so we have to ask Admiral Janeway because we're not an engineer. USS Pun, oh dear.
The Borg did some serious damage to the...
Sorry, my nose is itchy.
The EMH might be in command because no one else is fit to do so. I'm reading a few probes from the Kittimer in the system. Looks like they were conducting research here before the Borg attacked. I want you to collect data from those probes. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this.
Understood, Admiral.
We'll send teams to aid the Kittimer while you collect that data. One more thing. If you or your crew are unable to tackle this, speak up now. I know firsthand what fighting the Borg can do, even to seasoned officers.
I love this. Like, this dialogue option was not here before. I've done both of them. I've done this tutorial multiple times already, but I love the addition of this. It would be a punish. Oh gosh, shadows. So we could say Okay. We should be reconnected, and I think we should be back. This is why we have the black alert in chat. Is because my internet service preventer is a dumpster fire with regard to providing consistent service, except that they're consistently providing highly variable upload speeds. Anyway, we're good. It didn't even kick me out of the game. It just knocked the stream off. So we're good. An overabundance of alerts. They're like tribbles. All right. So I was saying I'm gonna go with I trust my crew. Mainly just because this character is a tactical captain, and I don't think he needs. I think he's more assertive. Like, my science captain would definitely have checked in with tactical to make sure that we're all set. No, this captain's just gonna go for it.
I've linked the Iota point to your map. Scan there while we see to the Kittimer.
Iota point. More scanning. Insert Kirk versus Tribble Mountain gif. Oh, the best Kirk Tribble gif is when it's paired with the Cisco scanning them and tossing them out. Absolutely the best. Because then not only do you have Kirk in the Mountain of Tribbles with an occasional Tribble falling out on his head, but you have the interior view of Cisco scanning Tribbles and throwing them behind him, and then you cut to Tribble falling out of hole onto Kirk's head. It's perfect.
One last probe, and we should be able to assemble all of the data.
Y'all, the fact that Deep Space Nine is my favorite Star Trek series has been part of my identity for so long that I'm somewhat distressed by the fact that I think Strange New Worlds is my favorite Star Trek show.
Data, and our science team is analyzing it now.
What is the status of the Kittimer?
Our tactical teams have eliminated the Borg boarding parties on the Kittimer. Why do you ask?
Can we use the Kittimer to help analyze the data?
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help.
I'm suddenly having second thoughts about this. No, I mean, it's a Vulcan hologram, so agreed. Can you help the Voyager analyze the data we've accumulated in this system?
I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files on military tactics and command strategies. I believe I can spare a few bits of processing power for you.
Let's see what we can determine. When they film the scene, the extras throwing the Tribbles.
Borg transwarp signatures detected. All hands, battle stations.
Oh, that's awesome.
I need help.
I did not know that, and also it's perfect. The extra Tribbles is just perfect. Can we make the EMH responsible for opening doors? I think the EMHs get a bad rap. Photons be free! Rename him Marvin. Oh gosh.
More Borg. I don't know if we're ready for this.
I mean,
Hold the line.
I don't want my EMH to need
Do it again.
counseling for depression, but
Remember your training. You're a Starfleet officer. You've got this.
got it. The specific color values and the shape. I would love it if they brought the EMH Mark II to STO. That would make a lot of sense. And we know they'll bring back characters from long ago.
Borg warp signatures detected. It's an invasion force.
We are the Borg. From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
We're outnumbered. There's no way we can.
Because the current story that they're in the middle of doing brought back.
I want to know where they're going.
Oh gosh, what's her name? The Deltan from Star Trek: The Motion Picture. What is her name? Ilya. Yeah. So they're not afraid to go and pull in a character from a long time ago. I think with EMH Mark II, though, it might have something to do with the actor and potentially, I don't know, having to get them on board to do it.
Direct hit.
All right, here's how I see it, Captain. The Borg are using the Pollock system as a staging area. Our long-range sensors are picking up inbound transwarp signatures. Based on our analysis, their most likely target is the Vega system. There's a civilian colony there, and if the Borg take it, they'll have a large population to assimilate.
Admiral, I believe the Bahala should go to Vega to warn the colonists. Finally, the tactical option.
Agreed. Voyager and Chimera are better equipped to hold off the Borg and assist the Kittimer. Once you've warned the colony, return to Earth's space dock.
Understood. We'll set a course for Vega, Admiral.
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn the colony. Are you ready to go?
Let's go! I should go to Vegas! I can't think of the Vega system without thinking of,
Shields up. Red alert.
You will become one.
What happens on Vega stays on Vega. I think of both the movie Contact and the movie Independence Day, because I don't remember which one has. It's got to be Independence Day, but no, there's. They both have like people in the crowd holding up signs about Vega.
Warn the Vega colony about the impending attack. We'll do what we can here to hold off the Borg and repair the.
Oh gosh, why is my nose so itchy today? I hate when you forget your own. Oh, the dice. What are we rolling dice about? Oh, Vegas. Of course. All right. Let us continue. And now we've got Tivrel. We have a science officer now, which is nice. But also... thank you, tutorial. I don't need your pop-ups at the moment. We now have a Mark II neutrino deflector array. We're just going to enable that. We have a Mark I photon torpedo launcher. Let's go ahead and upgrade there. And we now have a Mark II science console shield emitter amplifier Mark II, which does a plus 7.5 shield regeneration rate. This is good because Borg eat shields for lunch. A D1000. Oh dear. All right, let us, in our teeny tiny ship, try and save this colony from the Borg. Oh, I'm silly. We're not there yet. Let's plot a course. I was like, I'm not paying enough attention to what I'm doing, which is funny because this is the game I play when I'm not going to pay attention to things. But what do shields taste like? The Shakar ship model does look really good. Also, just like anything Thomas Moroni does for the game, looks amazing. We're not done with the tutorial yet. I have things to redeem for this captain, but we have to finish the tutorial before I can do them. And thankfully, even though we had the problem last week, we still got popped in as a Delta recruit, so we'll still get the rewards for being a Delta recruit, even though that event is over, because we got the communicator, which is, you just have to get that far in the tutorial, and then you are a Delta recruit. Begin assimilation of the innocent. golly. Actually, I've never read these. I'm going to read it because we're on stream. Vega 9. The Vega system was one of the earliest star systems to be colonized by humans after the development of space flight. And the colony on Vega 9 has been a key point on trade routes since the 22nd century. With the automation of Vega 9's massive cargo depots in the mid-23rd century, the planet's population turned from industrial concerns to other pursuits. Why is it fading out? One of these is the exploration of Deltan ruins on the planet that may be able to tell Federation archaeologists much about early space exploration. More than 2.8 million Federation citizens currently reside on the Vega on Vega 9, many in smaller settlements spread across the temperate zone. Pardon me. Vega 9 is proud to send more than a dozen of its young people to Starfleet Academy each year. And actually, you all are going to get a free hat trick, I think, because it's been an hour, and I had 2 new hats today, so while I'm going to do the stretch, I'm going to do the posture check, I'm going to do the hydrate, I'm also going to give you a free hat trick, and I'm going to pop on the other hat. Hi, Hannah. We have been making use of this today. It is, you know, sadly a useful graphic, and thank you again for making it. Yay, more hats! So real quick, we're just gonna we're gonna do a hat trick and show you the other new hat that I got from the Star Trek Online shop. So here goes. Shoop. I got the Pride hat. They had a hat, so I got it. Anyway. One day you'll find spell slots to check Discord again. So these hats are in the rotation now, and if you ever see me not wearing one of them and you want to see it, it's just a little masks redeem, and you can have me change my hat to one of these. All right, begin assimilation of the innocent. You know, personally, I'd rather not assimilate the innocent, but that's the name of the mission. That's some bad hat, Harry. Oh, gosh.
Now my heart can start beating again. What are your orders, Captain?
Hail the colonies. We have to warn them. I've refined 1 dilithium.
Tevrel managed to establish a comm link with Willa Post, the administrator of Vega Colony. It's not a great signal, but it's the best we're gonna get. Putting her through now.
On screen.
Greetings, Captain. Is there something I can do for you today?
The Borg are on their way to this system. You need to start evacuating.
Repeat, please. Your signal is breaking up. Did you say the Borg? What about...
The Borg are on their way, Mayor. You have to evacuate. Signal lost. Com, what just happened?
I have lost contact with Vega Colony, sir. Something is blocking all subspace signals in this area. Even our hails to the civilian ships are not getting through. There is a communication satellite nearby. It should boost our signal sufficiently to inform the freighters of the danger and warn the colony.
Use the communication satellite to boost your transmissions. Set a course for the satellite. What's inconvenient? The fact that we can't communicate with the planet? I wonder what could be causing that. It's like someone doesn't want me to warn them. I know. I mean, it couldn't be that the Borg left for the system before we did.
Our hails are still blocked, sir. The Borg may be attempting to isolate the planet before they land. Your orders, sir.
Zarva, can we get transporter locks on the colonists? The 2.5 million colonists? I never read the thing before, so I didn't know that there were 2.5 million colonists. The colony uses the same ISP. Oh, gosh.
The Borg are jamming up any remote signals. It's not safe to beam through that. I think I can boost the gain, though.
Hurry, I think the Borg will be here any...
Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain.
They'll totally fit on my ship. I had no idea that a ship as small as a Miranda class could hold 2.5 million colonists.
Right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
Stack them like cordwood. The intra-space service preventer. Oh, I hit the... So the science ability is a tachyon beam, and it will help to eat away at the other ship's shields. Store them all in the transport buffer. I mean, Zarva may know how to do that, since apparently she pays attention to engineering history. She's probably read about Montgomery Scott and his time in the pattern buffer. The Jeffries tubes are there for a reason, but the tubes are only for Jeffrey. You can only put people named Jeffrey in the Jeffries tubes. Sorry. Talking about the Jeffries tubes made me think of Star Trek Enterprise, which made me think of commentary I have on an episode of Strange New Worlds that I can't say because we're still not out of spoiler time for Strange New Worlds because people overseas haven't seen it yet. Jeffrey Combs is everywhere. You are indeed correct. All right.
Captain, I have short-range communications. Long-range signals are still blocked. I can contact the planet and have informed Administrator Post of the situation. However, the Borg have already landed and are moving toward the colony. It may be more prudent to retreat back to the Chimera, sir.
We make our stand here. Look for any more Borg landing parties. The other option is we're the only Starfleet vessel in the system. We'll rescue as many as we can. But no, we make our stand here. I'm a tactical captain. Plus, you know, Tron Prell is a Bajoran.
Detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging them.
I believe I can send a message to
Gotta have a certain attitude to be a Bajoran.
Civilian ships, you are ordered to disengage and retreat. We will cover you.
ISP tubes are too clogged.
Roger that, Starfleet. All ships, fall back.
All civilian ships have safely warped out of the system, Captain.
I mean, you know, if it was truly only people named Jeffrey could go in, suddenly Quark would be there selling birth certificates that had the name Jeffrey on them. The internet is Jeffrey's tubes. I mean, according to a U.S. politician, the internet is just a series of tubes.
The Borg have landed, and the colony won't be able to hold them off for long. I recommend beaming down to Vega and getting as many people out as we can.
All right, let's. Oh gosh. I always don't do this, and I need to do this. Tivrel is on the away team. I don't know whether it's actually necessary. I think they beam me down with the same number of people regardless, but I have to do it before accepting. Garrick forging papers. Garrick could definitely help. Quark's paperwork would have a Joffrey on it just to add to the confusion. I mean, Quark's paperwork... I was gonna say Quark's paperwork probably just has a cartoon giraffe on it somewhere.
Half the planet is already assimilated by the Borg. At the rate they're progressing, the region we're in will be overrun in roughly 1 hour. And if that wasn't bad enough, the interference is affecting the ship's transporters.
Understood. We will manually tag any survivors we find for transport. Any questions?
No, sir. I'll follow your lead.
Well, let's get moving.
That's one of those Borg ships from orbit.
Sure doesn't seem like we're gonna be able to save 2.5 million people.
They can pump nanoprobes directly into the ground and the atmosphere. We need to hurry. The Borg will be in this area soon.
Millions of colonists all under one roof. It's called Quarks R Us.
Please, save us! The Borg are everywhere!
When I was in high school, I worked at Toys R Us for 4 Christmases. I worked at Toys R Us when Tickle Me Elmo first came out. Oh dear. Yes, 2.5 million colonists manually tagged. That is the goal.
Leave the gate closed! We have to get out of here!
So it's not actually timed.
The others to die. Starfleet's here. Oh, thank God. Please, you have to help us. Thank you. We didn't know if anyone from Starfleet got our distress signal, and we don't have any weapons. But we do have some spare armor suits for you and your officer. They're in the crates next to the gate. This code will open the gate. Please, Administrator Post and some of the others are still there. You have to save them.
So that's one thing. I don't think there are body armor, energy dampening, Starfleet standard issue, common body armor, plus 10 kinetic damage resistance, plus 10 energy damage resistance. Got 2 of them. I basically always give it to my 2 tactical people. This is totally time sensitive, but also here's some out of the way mission exclusive loot that you will totally miss if you believe this is timed. Yeah. I mean, it's not as bad as that, but yeah, like it's not like yesterday when I was in, was it yesterday? It might have been a week ago when I was playing Mass Effect 2 and I had what was very much a timed mission, and I was freaking out because I was like, there's no way I finish this in time. I do love a side quest. That is true. What I love, what I discovered recently, is you can actually save everybody but the first one. Everybody you encounter, except the very first civilian, you can prevent them from being assimilated. Was it yesterday? Might have been a week ago. Yeah, I have no idea. Hello, civilians. Let's get you to my ship.
I could hear their voices in my head.
So you just have to stay at like maximum range, and you just start shooting, and it saves everybody. I love it because I used to think that you couldn't save all of the people, but you can. I mean, it's not the 2.5 million people that are on the planet, but everybody I encounter except for that very first one. And that first one will haunt my dreams forever. I still have no abilities at this point. When will then be now? Soon. Hey there, civilian. Oh, there was another brief outage, but it was too short for a black alert. Spaceballs is good. Honestly, I know it would never happen. It would be glorious if they were to add just a nod to Spaceballs in here in the form of a ship. Like it'll never happen, but it would be so much fun if it did. They already have the perfect April Fool's joke in this game. Otherwise, I would say they should figure that out and just do it for April Fools. Hello, civilian. Why are you running away? You shouldn't run away. I can't like tag you for beam out if you run away. The Lone Star. I don't remember. What is the ship's name? The one that is the vacuum cleaner? That would be glorious. Instead, STO every April Fool's Day has artisanal sounds. All the phaser noises and whatnot are people making noises with their mouth. They're all vocalized. The Mega Maid, yes. See, only one person got assimilated on my path.
Hell out of here.
We have the civilians. There is still no sign of Chimera or Voyagers.
Hello, tactical drone. Talk to Administrator Willa Post. I shall do so, as soon as you let me.
I apologize for Coles putting a rifle in your face. If it wasn't for him...
It did that to me before. That's a thing, apparently. Let's try that once more.
I apologize for Coles putting a rifle in your face. If it wasn't for him, the Borg would have assimilated me by now. What's the situation? Are you bringing more Starfleet reinforcements?
Elixir, that seems like something that they potentially could do. Or they could just hide a nod to it somewhere on like the descriptor on a door plate or something. That they have Easter eggs there. We're the only ones here. The Bahala is in orbit.
I see. Then it's true. Vega is doomed. A single starship cannot hope to stop this.
That's indeed true.
Still, there is more to do. Many citizens are hiding in their homes. We cannot abandon them to the Borg.
We can rescue them, but something is blocking our transporters.
I know. Coles and I have been trying to get around the interference field. Thank you for tagging the people you found and getting them safely transported to your ship.
That can't be everyone.
No, there are dozens more hiding out in the buildings. But Coles and I have a plan. We think a pattern enhancer will do the trick. With that, we can transport the remaining citizens to your ship.
I can set up the...
First, I'd like to offer you some equipment. Vega was a trade colony, and this gear was intended to go to Starbase 65. I think you need it.
I did not know the line was going to continue there because the text was not on the screen. But anyway, I can set up the pattern enhancers to cut through the Borg interference.
But first, I'd like to offer you some equipment. Vega
and there it is.
A trade colony, and this
she wasn't done yet, but
Starbase 65. I think you need it more.
They had the voice line continue, but the text was after the button. So yeah, whatever. It's still, there are little mistakes here and there, and it's fine. Understood. I'll put the equipment to good use. Retrieve Retrieve crit. Dozens of millions. Retrieve kit. So I now have a tactical kit module. Photon Grenade Mark 1. AoE damage and knockout, 103 kinetic damage, 50% shield penetration, damage reduces from epicenter, 70% chance for knockback of 1.95 meters, 20-second recharge. So that is a new ground combat ability for my captain. No limit dice. Dozens of millions. All right, let's set up these pattern enhancers.
Lowered shields for the transporters, sir. I will need to raise them with the first sign of Borg ships.
The pattern enhancers are working, and not a moment too soon. I can hear the Borg moving this way.
I need you to signal the citizens to come here for transport. All 2.5 million of them.
I'll do that. How long do you think you can hold off the Borg?
As long as we need to. Give the signal. I am going to hold off the Borg while 2.5 million people run past me to be transported to my Miranda-class ship. I literally have never noticed that there are supposed to be 2.5 million people on this colony.
Fire on the Borg. We need to keep them away from the civilians.
Another group of civilians is beamed to the ship, Captain.
Giant dice in the sky. They'll fall and kill people. Here comes some more of those 2.5 million civilians. Oh, I didn't mean to hit 4. I meant to hit 7. I don't know why I thought that 4 would throw... No, I know exactly why I thought 4 would throw a grenade. Because... Hi, Essential Game. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Rogues Gallery.
Vessels are moving to our location. We have detected a type of generator near your position. There is a 94.6% chance it is the device affecting our transporters. If you can destroy it, we will transport as many people from the area as we are able.
Hang in there, Tavrel. We'll be there soon. Mayor, thank you for your assistance.
Thank you for everything you've done. Even though it was impossible to save everyone, those you did save will be forever in your debt.
I'm not finished yet. Kolez, you're with me.
Glad to do anything I can. I was born on Vega. There's no way I'm sitting by and letting the Borg take it without a fight.
All right, let's get moving.
All right, Koles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated. Don't.
I know the drill. Just never expected any Borg here.
So Tavrel does look a bit emotional for a Vulcan, that's true. I thought pushing 4 would throw a grenade because I have been playing a lot of Star Wars The Old Republic, and my grenade throwing ability in that game is on button number 4. All right. Aw. Sad little glowing eye. Oh, look at the new vegetation. So all of this part,
We played poker last night.
aside from a couple of dialogue changes, everything since we beamed down to the planet has been the same as the previous tutorial. Because you started off with your ship being attacked by Klingons, but then you encountered Borg in the system with the Khitomer, only Voyager wasn't there. It was just Nog's ship and yours and the Khitomer, and you encountered the Borg, and then Nog sent you here to warn Vega Colony.
The Borg are activating the transport inhibitor. We need to disable that force field.
But I think it plays so much better with it being the Borg that attacked your ship, and with having Voyager there and Admiral Janeway involved. Like, all of this just fits so much better.
Systematic, evil. I'm gonna go with evil.
I do also, they really improved this part. This, from this moment forward to the end of the ground mission here, is similar but different from the previous tutorial. Like disabling the Borg force field, you went to a different place and it didn't make as much sense. The force field was not as visible. It just overall, they cleaned it up and made it prettier. And I really appreciate what they did on this part of the tutorial specifically. Like, I love the changes at the beginning where they have the Borg attack instead of the Klingons, but the changes here, I also really appreciate. They do need to make a series with Janeway, sort of like they did with Picard. I think that would be really good. They also just need to bring Cisco back. Sorry.
We need your help, Captain
Oops.
Trevor!
I have not. Apparently, don't run up to it. I have not done that before. Hey, look. They revived me. So Cisco went off to be with the Prophets. In the books, in the novels, the Star Trek Deep Space Nine novels, which originally, I forget what they're called now, but there was season 8 in the novels in the early 2000s, and they had a coordinated story arc and all this stuff, and Cisco does come back in the novels, and it is so good, and I really I would love to see that canonized in the actual shows somewhere. All right, so we're supposed to find Captain Taggart. He's in a different place. He was over there before. Beam Captain Taggart to sickbay. We recovered our captain! You mean he's gonna live?
Initiating emergency medical transport.
I love that you're able to save your captain. Because the prior tutorial you couldn't. He was dead.
We don't have much time. We need to get back as soon as possible.
All right, let's beam out. Yeah, we spent a lot of time on character creation last week.
The room with civilians, Captain. I don't think we could fit one more soul on this ship. Communications are still jammed. The immediate problem is the civilian ships in this system. Vega's a huge trading outpost. There are always ships traveling here. We need to warn them the Borg have taken over.
Can we reconfigure the satellites in the system and send an automated warning?
Possibly, but what we need to do is hightail it out of here with these civilians. Of course, the path to the satellites does lead away from the planet, so we could remotely reconfigure them as we leave. The message won't get very far, but anyone who enters the system will get the signal and be able to turn around before it's too late.
Sounds like a solid plan. Helm, lay in a course for the first satellite. Let's warn I know that. Sorry, no more room on our Miranda class vessel. Everybody else that's on the planet is just going to be more Borg.
Multiple probes inbound. I don't think the Borg like us hanging around.
I should have done that in the other order, but that's okay. If your name's not on the list, you're not coming in. I mean, I'm absolutely certain Quark sold extra tickets. I'm always gonna blame Quark. We could have taken Miranda's too. Where's Odo? Oh, if we play long enough, we'll find Odo. Another thing I love in the Deep Space Nine novels, so O'Brien follows his wife to Cardassia because she gets hired by the Cardassians to lead the effort to rebuild their biosphere, because she's a botanist and they need help fixing. They need help fixing the, after the bombardment by the Dominion, Cardassia needs help. So she's there trying to reconstitute plant life on Cardassia, and Chief O'Brien follows her there. So Nog becomes the chief engineer on Deep Space Nine. Ro Laren becomes the head of security on Deep Space Nine. Of course, Kira is the commander in charge of the station.
Ships on sensors. No way to contact them, and I can't tell if they're friend or foe.
Esri moves over to the command track and takes over as Kira's first officer, and has a romance with Bashir for a while. I love the novels. They're really good. Then their new science officer is a character named Thirshar Chthane, who is a, a cube. Thirshar is not a cube. He's an Andorian. Or they're an Andorian. Zay? I don't remember. There's a whole thing in the novels with the Andorians having 4 sexes and different pronouns for each, and I can't remember all of it.
All hands, this is Admiral Janeway. Target that cube and open fire.
Rene Auberjonois was the voice of the skeleton in The Last Unicorn? He pops up everywhere.
You've done well.
Reinforcements have come. Honestly, with the Voyager here, 1 cube is not an issue anymore. What I really would love in this game is I want them to give me the chance to make a character that has purple eyes so that I can play as Captain Mackenzie Calhoun from I believe he's in the New Frontiers novels. He's definitely in the Challenger ones.
Longer than I'd have liked. As you can see, Starfleet got our request for backup. More ships are on the way.
Your timing's perfect, Admiral. There's no way we could have defeated a cube by ourselves.
Oh, you'd be surprised, Captain. Mirandas are a lot tougher than you think. That ship helped you save a lot of lives here today. Treat her well, and she'll do a lot more for you and your crew.
Thank you, Admiral. What are your orders?
I want you to return to Earth Space Dock.
Yes!
Admiral Quinn will want
Go
a full
home.
report from us. Meet me in his office after you arrive.
Acknowledged.
We need to get the civilians to safety. And I don't think I can handle any more excitement.
All right, let's go. Oh no, I don't know what my captain's engage phrase is. We're gonna have to brainstorm that.
I'll see you back at Earth Space Dock, Captain. One more thing. Try not to pick any more fights with the Borg before you get there. I think you've had enough excitement for now. Janeway out.
All right. For completing that mission, sorry, I'm just retweeting the Streampunks promotion of their new episode that will be starting in a half an hour-ish, and where we will be heading at the end of the stream. So let's see. So this is just what we're gonna get. We're gonna get a new phaser rifle. We're gonna get engineering console. Kolez is going to join the crew.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Step on it. All right. So with this, we have our new engineering console, Neutronium Alloy Mark II, +5 all damage resistance rating. What's really funny is I have never taken the time to read what half of these things do. It's so funny how differently I engage with a game when it is on stream versus when I'm just playing for myself. You will talk to TLU. All right. Off to Earth Space Dock. Sadly, we can't just transwarp there. Always read the flavor text. See, when I'm playing for myself, when I'm just offline by myself, oftentimes I don't read the flavor text. And I understand it's important and it adds to the game, and I think I just get impatient. But when I'm streaming, I'm able to do it with no problems. I will sit there and read every word of text in the game on stream, which is weird, and I don't know why, but it's fine. Hat trick as an engage phrase. Yeah, somebody worked on it. It's just, I think it's probably part of my ADHD with I just want to do the thing. I'm in it for like the dopamine hit, and I'm just, so I end up not reading it, which also means that I don't take the time to analyze, and I'm like, yeah, this looks better. Oh, this one's blue and that one's green. I'm gonna swap them out. And I don't pay attention to like, what are the actual benefits I'm getting? So I don't end up optimizing my ship builds at all. But now I have, well, I think it's sort of partly that on stream, I'm sort of also presenting the game. Even if I'm experiencing it for the first time, I'm partly presenting the game. And so I want to share all the glory that is the game. I think that's part of it. I find cutscenes that I can't skip infuriating, but only when you can't skip it the second time. If I have previously seen the cutscene on another character on the same account, I want to be able to skip it. I'm okay with them not letting me skip it the first time that I ever encounter it. Magic the Gathering has good flavor text. I've played a little bit of Magic the Gathering, not very much at all. It was definitely not a game that I really engaged with. Technically, we're done with the tutorial. I don't think I can do redeems until after we visit Earth Space Dock, though. So there are things like tier 6 ships or some of the other things that you can get from like the C-store and whatnot, that are available for use after you finish the tutorial, but I don't think you actually can use them until after you visit Earth Space Dock and then leave again. Warthog Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. You can redeem during the tutorial. Okay. I could actually redeem now then. I don't know why I was thinking, I think it was because when I was doing the new Delta recruits, I wasn't actually getting the triangle indicator on the character login until after I had been to see the Admiral on Space Dock and then left again for the first mission. You just can't use the ship until after. Got it. Okay. I actually have the Fed box that will bump a character to level 65 immediately. And I'm thinking I might use that on this character. And we'll still just play through everything, but I'll just be really, really high level. Stop playing Firewatch in the first 10 minutes because they forced you into choices that weren't and an entire... Oh gosh, sorry. Elixir, thank you for the 100 bits. I think I understood what you meant. Welcome to Earth Space Dock. I'm actually going to switch to, actually, just because for me, I should... Nope, that's not what I meant. Don't want to see my weapons while on Space Dock. Just don't. Adventures of Tony, welcome! I will stretch, I will hydrate, and I will endeavor to have better posture. How are you tonight, Tony? Stretch. Also, do you like my new hat? Hydration. I will endeavor to sit better. Our current mission, talk to Temporal Agent Cray.
Greetings, how can I assist you today? Or in the future?
I had an encounter.
An encounter, you say? Something temporal in nature, I assume.
I met someone who claimed to be me from the future, dressed as an admiral, They said to see you if I had any doubts to the veracity of their claims.
That's protocol in these sorts of cases, but rarely do Starfleet officers actually follow through. I can do a quick scan for chronoton radiation. That will tell me what I need to know.
Do it.
I am getting some light chronoton radiation from you. You were exposed to someone from the future, it seems, but not too far. By these readings, I'd say a maximum of 18 months from the day you encountered them.
18 months? But they were an admiral.
That's not entirely out of the question. There's been a steady flow of new starship captains and field promotions in the wake of all the crises going on in the galaxy. Someone like yourself could definitely be an admiral in a relatively short amount of time.
They gave me this device.
This looks to be a Tesseract-based receiver. Where did you get it?
My future self gave it to me.
I see. You're not the first to receive one of these from the future. Admiral Archer had a similar device when he was captain of the First Enterprise. These are used to send back information, and in some cases, physical objects from the future. I believe that if you were to do specific tasks that benefit the future, items useful to you could be sent back in time for you to use.
I see. Completing Delta Recruit tasks will earn you rewards. These vary from items to marks, used in level 50+ reputations, as well as character traits and other special items you can earn for fully exploring the Delta Recruit system. That's all, thanks. Okay.
Your future self has a Tesseract communication receiver.
Yep, I don't need you to tutorialize me. But, so, we have not yet completed any of the objectives, but there's a menu. Okay. Let us say hello to Admiral Janeway. It's Janeway!
Ah, there you are. It's good to see you in person. I've already filed my report with the Admiral. He's waiting for yours now.
Admiral, what's going to happen to the USS Bahala and her crew?
You've showed exemplary performance under duress. You saved a lot of people, including Captain Taggart. You stood tall against the Borg in combat. That's a lot to face as a cadet on a training cruise, but you handled it all very well. I've said as much in my report.
That's good to know.
Now, more than ever, Starfleet needs its best and brightest officers out there to defend the Federation and uphold the ideals that make it strong. Officers like you. I can't speak for the Admiral, but I believe you and your crew have a bright future ahead.
Thank you, Admiral. That means a lot.
Don't mention it. For now, duty calls. You have a report to give, and I'll be meeting with the Admiralty to discuss plans for the Vega situation. Take care.
Thank you, Admiral. It's been an honor to serve with you. Yay! And then we get Admiral Quinn. Attention, Captain Rogan. The time is now 20:45. Please consider preparing for end of stream and alert the crew to any additional docking procedures required. No! Greetings, Lieutenant. Admiral, sir. Tron Prell reporting.
We have a lot to discuss, Cadet.
It's Lieutenant, sir.
Yes, I see that here in the report filed by Admiral Janeway. She granted you a field promotion to give you seniority over the rest of the active crew of your ship. As a cadet, you were assigned to an Academy training cruise under Captain Taggart, his acting first officer, correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Facing off against a Borg invasion force within hours of leaving Starfleet Academy? That's quite a day. In your own words, tell me what happened.
Explain to Admiral Quinn what happened.
That's quite the story.
Yes, sir, it's all true.
Don't worry. I have statements here from Admiral Janeway, Captain Nog, and Administrator Post from Vega Colony corroborating your story. All three of them cite your bravery and command skills, as well as you and your crew's willingness to put yourselves in harm's way to preserve the lives of others.
I'm a Starfleet officer, sir. It's in the job description.
And you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs. I know your ship might not be the Enterprise, but I think you've proven yourself capable of sitting in her captain's chair.
Sir?
Under normal circumstances, it would take you years of work to get your own command. But these are not normal circumstances. We're at war with the Klingon Empire. The Borg have returned. I'm losing more trained officers and ships than I can spare. Ships we can build, but leaders with courage and honor, those are harder to find.
Thank you, Elixir.
Try something different. I need someone who can handle themselves in a crisis and get the best out of their crew. Even though you're young, I think you're that person. I hereby promote you to the rank of lieutenant and give you command of the ship. Don't disappoint me.
No, but I am sorry for what happened to Captain Taggart, sir.
Captain Taggart went through hell. He's on the road to a full recovery, thanks to you. Don't dwell on the lives you saved on your ship at the Vega Colony are what matter the most. Now it's up to you and your crew to continue to honor Starfleet as you carve out your own legacy.
What is going to happen to Vega?
Unfortunately, Vega is lost. Starfleet Command will meet with Federation President Enoch O'Keg and the Federation Council to determine our next steps. For now, Starfleet vessels will patrol the outskirts of the Vega system to ensure no Borg escape. Do you have any further questions?
What are your orders, sir?
You will be assigned to the Klingon front, but first, you could use some new equipment for your ship. I have some improved consoles developed by the Starfleet Corps of Engineers. These consoles
Incoming
can be
olives,
installed on
yay!
your ship to improve its abilities. As you improve in rank, you will earn better consoles. Other ships you will command throughout your career will have space for many more. When you're done here, go see Dur's racks to customize your starship's appearance.
All right. He's gonna pop up again in just a second. But specifically with the next mission.
A diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Pajem. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You are to escort Ambassador Soketh to Pajem. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
All right. So our first mission is escorting a Vulcan ambassador. But first, now I have to remember where all of these things are. I'm going to, claim my career officer title, claim my classified access codes. Got to 11, sure. I could claim Hollow Ambassador Worf Bridge Officer. I'm claiming titles and things like that. There's also all of these holographic bridge officers. I'm not claiming them right now. But personnel, every one of my ships. I redeem a Federation Enar bridge officer. Every one of my ships has an Enar on their bridge. It's a one-time purchase, and I can just redeem it for everyone. Legacy of Romulus Tribble. So there's a few of these things. Tribble of Borg, Targ of Grethor. We can do some of that later. I'm trying to remember, where is it in? I can't remember where the box is that I have. Aha! Level 65 Federation 2409 Captain Pack. This is the character we're gonna grab that on. But then also ships. What was the ship? There was a new ship in here. Legendary Kalian Intel Multi-Mission Explorer. I was gonna pop onto this character. I have plenty of bridge officers in chat. Kalian. Is it tier 6? And here it is. All right, there is more stuff that we could do. Also, I have a name for this ship, I think. Clicking out of it, just one second. Because I have to remember, and I want to spell it correctly. This is going to be the USS Katherine Johnson. And if you're not familiar with Katherine Johnson, may I recommend watching the movie Hidden Figures. All right. So, got some things. I have a requisition form for an ENR bridge officer, and then I have the level 65 boost.
Congratulations.
By unpacking this level 65 Federation Captain Pack on this captain, you've been promoted to Fleet Admiral, level 65, which is max level. You also now have access to a variety of gear, skills, and resources to tackle the most challenging missions. We will play through all of the missions at some point, but we have things now. Congratulations, Tron Prell. You've proven yourself invaluable to Starfleet and earned the respect. Return to space dock so that we can give you things. Yeah. Yeah! So many things. Trill female, Ferengi male, Betazoid male. Let's grab the Ferengi, sure. It's gonna throw new officers. Please, can I do this later? Apparently not. I'm not going to do... I will, like, grab them, and that's as far as I will go. I will go through and actually, like, pick the new bridge officers that will be candidates for us. We can commission them or not. But time is running short, and so I do want to make sure that we are not late for the Barony of Olives. So we'll get to do all the pretty and look at all the things next time we play Star Trek Online. Yeah, straight to the moon. And next time we play Star Trek Online will be the next time we finish a Monday game. Whether that be playing an entire game or just playing it until we're done with it. Meaning playing it for a few weeks and then we're like, yeah, I think I'm good. And so between Monday games is when Star Trek Online is happening. So I do want to say thank you to the new followers, Warthog Gaming, Essential Game, Sphinx 76, Hyper, Hydrar, and Sige 1985. Elixir, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you to Xanderific and Priority One for the raids earlier. That was really great. I will not really be touching this character except on stream, so it'll be in this state when we come back to it next. We are going to be raiding over to Q Times for I also need to finish my outro, but you know, distractible much me, what? So we are going to be popping over to Q Times for Barony of Olives. This is a Changeling the Dreaming TTRPG live play, actual play, GM'd by Eric Campbell. You may know from Geek and Sundry. It has Adriana Cazador, Elisa Pearl, Bonnie Gordon, who is the voice of the ship on Star Trek Prodigy, and oh gosh, Gina DeVivo. Who am I forgetting? Who have I missed? Bonnie, Gina, Elisa, Adriana, Sam Delev. All of whom you may know from Geek and Sundry or other places on the internet. And so we're going to be raiding over there. I will be live next on Wednesday for my archives stream. We'll be looking at materials about Fortran, the programming language. that were exhibited by IBM in 1983 for the 25th anniversary of Fortran. So that's what we'll be looking at on stream on Wednesday. Saturday, I'll be live again, continuing my playthrough of Ultima 5, hopefully finishing the game this week. Sunday, we'll be back to Mass Effect 2, doing Arrival, the DLC. And then this coming Monday, because we spun it on the wheel, we will be playing Psychonauts, which I know nothing about. And then once we are done, either, all right, I don't want to play anymore, or completed the game, we will do some more Star Trek Online. But yeah, so next Monday we will be doing Psychonauts. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming. We're going to pop over to Q Times. They are absolutely wonderful. Thank you again to my mods. You're great. Thank you everybody who joined me today. I love having you all here, and it is wonderful to hang out with you and play some games. If you want to, when we get over there, if you want to drop a raid call in, it is #RogueRaid. And if you have my emotes, you can just copy paste that. Otherwise, it's #RogueRaid. And just drop in whatever hello emotes you've got. That would be wonderful. It's always great to pop in and say hello when you get there. Yeah, until I see you again, get out there and do some shenanigans.